Hello, hello, Shelly. Thank you so much for booking a reading with me. I am here to deliver. Now, you did book a small reading, so we're going to take care of that now. I asked you about, I think you still want to know a little bit about your soul mission, so we're going to be pulling some soul mission cards for you. Um, and I'm also going to do a general reading because you said basically whatever I need to tell you is probably what you need to hear or that needs to be communicated. So, what I'm going to do first is just pull some oracle cards for you. This is anything that your ancestors have to say to you currently. And then from there, we'll pull life purpose. Now, life purpose, it probably won't be as extended because it is a small reading. And with 20 minutes, I can only do so much, but we're still going to pull some cards from that. So give me just a second, channel your energy, and we'll get right into it. Commitments. This ring wants to come off. That represents commitments. Staying committed to things. I'm also saying looking in the mirror, doing reflection. Energy is really unorganized. Just cut it again. Ooh, Lord have mercy. It's a lot of stuff coming out. But I'm trying to get the energy together because it almost as if it doesn't want to speak. We'll pull a few more cards and I'm going to see what we got so far. Okay, we'll keep it there. Hold on 1 second. Let me get the oracle card real quick. All right, so let's start with the top. Right here, you have prepare for ritual spell work is needed. Prepare for ritual spell work is needed. Let's go down the line. You have I keep one rolled in heritage. Okay. Prepare for ritual spell work is needed is a sign of your ancestors telling you to use your magic. Use your magic, use your spirituality in order to help you. It's also saying getting prepared for things. When I see that card that represents lighting my candles. So, say for instance, with me, and I'm gonna give a lot of examples so that you can understand what I'm coming from. When it comes to me, I like to do things in rituals. So normally, and I haven't been on my grind lately, so I need to get back to it. But normally, I like candles all the time. I like candles to cleanse energy, to keep energy clear. I like candles for negative energy build up. So making sure that after sessions and stuff like that, things are good. I may like candles for the family a lot, okay? But it basically means when I see this card, prepare yourself. Get prepared. Don't be underprepared. Make sure that you're doing your cleansings, your spell work to keep things in alignment the way they need to be. If you feel like things are out of alignment, a lot of times you have to look at what was it that you stopped doing. If you used to light candles all the time, then you probably need to get back to it. Prepare for ritual spell work is needed. It also means if you're trying to manifest things, you may need spell work in order to move that energy. I keep on roll basically means you kind of do things to just kind of stay relaxed. You have heritage that means connecting to your heritage. You also have veil here. So there are some things that, veil is a tricky card because it represents a person that may be into spirituality, but it also means that you haven't went really deep into it like you could be. It means that you kind of basically kind of you're kind of in 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But with this, they're showing that there's some things that you may not be seeing because you're not listening to your all of your intuition. Okay, so you have let down your walls and make connections. So it's time for you to start making connections. You have I am releasing trauma, deep pain. So there's some things that you're in the process of releasing. So you're going to have a lot of things coming up from the past that's, coming to the surface, but it's not coming to the surface to necessarily, make you mad. It's coming to the surface so that you can really diminish it and get rid of it. Get rid of the trauma and pain that you've endured. You have hidden shit. Hidden stuff basically means things that you can't see that your guides see, okay? Just like a cat, they have those eyes that can see in the dark, unlike humans. So they have a better perception of what's going on around you. So it's basically saying keep your eyes open and, tap into your gift of sight, being able to see things. You have let go, a new path awaits you. So this basically means that you need to more so let go of things that no longer serve you. New things are waiting for you. No need to hold on to things that no longer serve you or aren't in a vibration with you. You also have spiritual bond, deepest connection. So right now it's time for you to start building up your spiritual bond. Spiritual bond for me deals with the ancestors, and I recommend everybody get close to their ancestors. But for other people, it could mean different things. But they're telling you need to start building up a spiritual bond, a deep connection with your spiritual self, especially with that heritage card that leads to your ancestors. You have I react negative to others. So this means that you're picking up on a lot of energy, and a lot of this energy isn't your own. It basically represents being empathic, other people having effect on your life, and it's not because of, and you can't even see it. You can feel it, but you can't see it. So let me give you an example. If you are having a good day and I come to you with all my problems and me crying and everything that I've been through, you may give me some advice and you think you go on about your day. Like I go on, I feel better after the advice you've given me, and I go on about my day, you go on about your day. Next thing you know, you start having problems in your relationships, you start having problems in other areas of your life, and you don't understand why. You were just having a good day. It's because I have, rubbed off on you. A lot of my energy has started to rub off on you. And it could be the other way around where you were having a good day and I bring you all my problems and you start to become upset because you're tired of taking on so much energy. Then your day starts to get worse. But in either scenario, you've carried some energy from me. So they're telling you the reason why you may feel like you may be reacting a certain way towards certain people or certain things is because it could be the fact that you're picking up on energy from other energy. So it means protect yourself, things that you don't see. The human eye doesn't see all of the energies that surround it, okay? Unless you're really gifted, but most of the time we can't see things that are, you know what I'm saying, attaching themselves to us or coming from one person to the next. So we have to be careful with the energies that we allow into our space. It's not to say that you can't deal with anybody that has problems, but it means protect yourself when you're in that environment. Maybe cut the conversation short if it's getting negative. Maybe turn that negative into a positive so it's not necessarily steeping you. Or sage yourself after doing some type of healing. Healing can just be conversation, okay? Healing can be you giving advice to somebody else. But essentially, you want to cleanse yourself after that so it doesn't rub off on you. You're picking up on a lot of energy. All you got to do is say yes. So this means opportunities are coming to you from higher realms. So don't deny yourself of anything creative or any offering that's being given to you. Okay. So example, this could be the person that loves to sing and she gets an opportunity to go audition for something. Her friend says, you know what, you should go audition. You love to sing, you might make it. And they're like, no, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't make it, I'm not good enough, right? But little did you know, if you had went and auditioned, you would have got the part. You would be able to sing in front of thousands of people. You'd be rich, right? Now, I know life isn't that cut out, but essentially, a lot of people deny themselves the opportunity of something before even thinking that it could be something big for them. So they're telling you, watch yourself when it comes to opportunities, because all you got to do is say yes means there are grander opportunities coming for you to prosper, but you have to be able to be willing to give it a chance. Check the time here because I want to go on to life path. Another thing you have is keep spinning me round and round. So this means you needing to focus your energy. If you have your hand in too many hats, nothing will grow or prosper. So it means basically kind of slim down on the things that you put your energy into and focus your energy on certain things that you really want to do. It's good that you're excited about doing a lot of things, but again, make sure that you get to focus that energy somewhere. You have I'm me, remember who you are. You also have renewed and restored life. Okay, so this means as you're doing reflection right now, because that's why I said you doing reflections, remain confident in yourself. This card says I am me. She knows who she is. Remember who you are. She is confident in herself. She doesn't care what people think of her. She doesn't even have a shirt on right now, but she owns everything about her. She is her tribe. She doesn't have anything to explain to anybody because she knows who she is. So that's the same perspective that she wants you to have. Know who you are to the point that you don't feel like you have to explain who you are. Be confident in yourself. Renewed and restored life means after the storm, after you go through this healing process, there are a lot of good things that are going to come to you. Okay, you just got to be ready for it. So lastly, you have Earth Sun. This represents things growing for you. You have friendship. So it's really time for you to make connections. I know we're in this pandemic right now, so a lot of connections aren't being made, but they're showing that you're supposed to be reaching out in different avenues, meeting new people in your life. You have ancestral wisdom. So this means that listening to the wisdom of your ancestors. I also see this as you getting connected to it because you got heritage up there. Heritage is a reflection of understanding why you do the stuff that you do. So if you like music, 9 times out of 10, you got an ancestor who likes music. So you can rely on that ancestor's wisdom in order to help you with what you're trying to do today. If you like building, 9 times out of 10, you got an ancestor that loves to build. You can rely on that ancestor to help you with building. That's basically what that means. So when you look into your heritage, you're going to find someone who is just like you. That's what that means. You got inner harmony. This means you need to start finding things that really make you happy. And you have growth. So regardless if you see yourself in a growing phase or not, you are in a state of growth. A lot of people forget growth is like, a child to an adult. a child goes through many things in their life, and it's none of it's really easy. It's just you having to really learn, just like riding a bike, taking your first walk. All of those things can be difficult, or they can be rewarding based off of your perception of it. So even as adults, we sometimes forget that even a little progress is progress. Okay, so that's why they're saying you're in a state of growth, whether you know that or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some life purpose cards or soul mission cards. The soul mission cards doesn't necessarily decide your career goals. You get to decide that, but it does decide, a little bit of understanding of as to why you're here. Okay, the first card you got jumping out is the Warrior. Protector Spirit. You also have the Drummer, and the Drummer fell on the floor, so this is something that's being avoided for you. You have the Inquirer, so you are somebody that likes inner knowing, that searches for more knowing, more questions, more knowing. And you also have the Dreamer, so you are a person that dreams, but your dreams must be lived through you. Yeah, you got the Spirit Guide and you have the Braider. So you are somebody that brings people together through their differences. So basically, it means that nobody is left out with you. You bring people together. You like community, kingship. So that's why connections and building relationships is going to be very important for you. You have the Spirit Guide. The Spirit Guide is almost equivalent to the Warrior in a sense, because the Spirit Guide is someone who acts as like that earth angel that gets people back on their path. So if you see, let's say you see Sally down the street, you know that she's supposed to be this basketball player, and she may be feeling discouraged because someone died in her family. She's given up on everything that she wanted to do. But you, as a spirit guide, will come up to her and tell her, you know what? This person wants to see you do great. Remember your soul mission. Your soul mission here is to be a basketball player. And through you playing basketball, you're proving to the world that, you know what, you can accomplish something, but not only that, you accomplish it in light of the person that passed on. You're showing the person that passed on you can go further in life or something like that, okay? I just came up with a random story, but I just wanted to explain to you the spirit guide is someone always is keeping people on their path and reminding them that everything is going to be okay, even when things seem like they have just gone awry. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read off probably one of them. I don't have a lot of time, but we're going to, so I don't do soul missions too much on the small readings. So many of them. Okay, so let's go to the drummer. That's the first thing that came up for you. The drummer. It says you are truth-telling. You hear the heartbeat in all that is alive. As drummer, you carry the voice expressing our deepest truths. The drummer's voice is not merely the utterance of words, but the profound expression of the soul. On the waking path, there is no silence with the drummer. You communicate in many ways. You are constantly expressing life experiences through some form of creativity. You might write, sing, teach, or play an instrument, or be involved in drama or theater. People rely on you for the truth that needs to be spoken. Silence that comes from fear is life-threatening to you. To express yourself is to exist. You awaken the soul by speaking from fearful places within. You know all too well that the true voice can come from the fear, thus transforming the fear into truth. So basically it says you communicate in many ways. You are constantly expressing life experiences through some form of creativity. You might write, sing, teach, play an instrument, be in drama or theater. So basically you express, that's why I was on the floor. One thing that you're avoiding right now is expression. So expression for you is like is a part of your soul mission, not like it is a part of your soul mission to be creative in some way. So whether you're writing a book or you're singing a song, you need to express what life is through music. So that's why a lot of people, when they're going through a lot of pain, they come up with some music, they come up with a song. Or, it can be in another form. They may teach, I've learned these lessons and I want to teach the world, going through this, the process, and how to get beyond it. You could even go into poetry, so it's different avenues, but the main point of it is you are creative. So the reason that you go through things is not just for you to go through them, it's also for you to express them to the world and show them that you can overcome this and show them that they're not alone in a sense. Okay, so let's go to the spirit guide and then I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, so the spirit guide means that you are guiding. The spirit guide represents enlightenment of self. You have been able to do the difficult task of sustaining your true nature over time. You know all too well that the true self is impacted by the falsehoods you may have practiced over the years to survive. As a spirit guide, you find yourself helping people remove these falsehoods. You may work as a psychotherapist, spiritual teacher, diviner, or philosopher. You make us look at ourselves in a way that is frightening. Illuminating the soul is a phenomenal experience that you indulge in. Your capacity to help remove illusions puts you in a powerful position with others. On the waking path, you constantly look at various perspectives on life. It is this process that sheds light in your life. So again, with the spirit guide, it means again falsehoods. Falsehoods are things that we kind of we put on a fake mask, and the spirit guide shows your true self. So if you're trying to blend in with the crowd, but you're supposed to stand out, the spirit guide, rather it may be hurtful or not, the spirit guide might tell you, you know what, you're supposed to be standing out. And they might push you in front of the crowd. Like you might be the person that just pushes that person in front of the crowd to sing in front of everybody, even though they may be really shy, even though they may hate you for that one moment. But essentially, as a spirit guide, you're pushing them to their greater elevation. You're taking that falsehood that they had and removing it and bettering their experience here. So again, with the dreamer, that's again you being very creative, but it represents you living through your dreams, living them out. Basically, they can't be lived through other people. You can't give other people all of your ideas. It means that your greatest ideas, you need to create those visions that you see in yourself. The inquirer basically means, again, you have a thirst for more knowing, so it represents you being very spiritual. You're always going to question life. And questioning life is a good thing because it discovers new cures for things. It discovers new places in the world. Just always asking questions. And the braider represents you basically wanting to bring people together. All right, so that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know that you have received it.